Italian Cooking in association with Simply Good Food TV, where today we're going to make a simple baked Brussels sprout. Now before we get started, take just one quick second, click that red subscribe button in YouTube, then download the Simply Good Food TV app. Now before I really got into cooking, Brussels sprouts is not something that I made just because I had thought that it was really difficult to make a good tasting Brussels sprout. I like to eat them, I just never made them. Now that I've been cooking for a couple years, that couldn't be further from the truth. You're going to see in this video how simple Brussels sprouts can be to make. Yeah, I've got a balsamic glazed Brussels sprout. I've got other Brussels sprout recipes that are more complex, but these Brussels sprouts are extremely simple. Olive oil, salt, pepper, Brussels sprouts, bake. That's it. So I shouldn't be making a real long intro to a real simple dish. So let's take a look at our ingredients. Let's take a look at the ingredients for a baked Brussels sprouts. Now get out your notepads because this is probably one of the most complex recipes you're going to see on POV Italian. I have 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts. The larger Brussels sprouts, I split them in half. The smaller Brussels sprouts I left whole. We're going to use about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil. Just kind of pour it over like so. Then we're going to salt and pepper. I'm using some kosher salt here. Salt, pepper. Once you've got the salt and pepper to taste, or how you like it, toss them. Make sure that they're completely coated with olive oil. Once you got them completely coated with olive oil, put them on your baking sheet. Now I do got my baking sheet here. I've got a great big baking sheet with parchment paper because you want to get these spread out so they do not overlap at all. Get them nice and spread out. You want the ones that you've got split in half turned up. Once you get these spread out, you get the ones cut in half turned up. These are going to go in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now I have a double oven where, you know, the top oven's kind of like made for pizza and whatnot, and then the bottom oven is a little larger. I like to put these in my top oven so that way they're a little bit closer to the top heating element, which gives these things a nice crust on top. So I've got these things ready, but I have olive oil halfway to my elbow. So what I'm going to do is wash my hands, throw these in the oven, and again, 20 to 25 minutes, but keep an eye on them around 20 minutes. When they start to get some good color, pull them out. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. So I just checked the oven and our Brussels sprouts are done. Now I did have to leave them in for about another 5 minutes. Let me grab them real quick. So they're still sizzling, fresh out of the oven. You can see they've started to get a little bit of color to them. Got some that's got a little bit of brown on them. That's perfect. You could even go a little bit darker, but our main course is done and we want our Brussels sprouts. You'll see a lot of recipes that are real complex. I've even done Brussels sprouts that are real complex, a nice balsamic glazed Brussels sprout, but they don't have to be. Brussels sprouts are already packed full of flavor. Something simple like this can be more than enough for a side dish, especially when you got a main course that's already so full of flavor. You see Brussels sprouts plated a lot with Italian cuisine, so this is definitely one that you want to keep on your short list of side dishes. So they cooled off just a little bit. I'm going to give this one a try.
It's good.
Hot, hot, hot. Oh God. So what I tasted of that before it scalded my tongue, and now I've lost the ability to taste. You get a little bit of saltiness. You know, of course, I put a pretty good bit of salt on. You know, the Brussels sprouts just have a unique flavor. These are perfect side dish for red meats, for Italian dishes, for many, many different dishes. So give these a try. Couldn't be more simple. And with that, thank you so much for watching POV Italian Cooking. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Google+. I'm gonna quit playing with my food. Also, most importantly, don't forget to click that subscribe button in YouTube and download the Simply Good Food TV app. And again, thank you so much for watching, and ciao.